Hey everyone, it's James from the Fit RV, and I've got what I hope is going to be a really short project today. But I say that about all my projects, so we'll see how this goes. So we got this trailer about 6 months ago, I guess. It's a little 4x6 mini-go trailer. We got it to help Lance out hauling bikes, so we named the trailer George. Anyway, I've always thought it would be fantastic to have a bicycle repair stand on the road. It's a great way to repair bikes, but a typical bike repair stand, it's big and clunky and it would fall over, and storing it even in here would be kind of a challenge. So I looked and looked on the internet, and eventually I found this guy. This is a repair stand that is meant to mount to a wall. So I thought, why can't I just mount it to the side of the trailer? And there I've got my repair stand. I won't have to find a flat spot on the ground to put it. It'll be great. Now, the cool thing about this is that it mounts with these mounting brackets, and it comes with 2 of them. So I'm going to put one of them on the outside to mount here, and then I'm going to put another one on the inside of the trailer to mount it while we're driving around. And I didn't think orange was going to match really well, so I painted one of them silver. That's what we're going to mount up here on the outside. So I'm going to get started. Okay, now I don't know how well you can see this, but the inside and outside walls of the trailer, they're pretty thin. On the outside, it's just very thin aluminum, and on the inside, there's just this foam stuff, and there's insulation in between them. So my options for where to mount this to something that's sturdy were fairly limited, but I found I could put it up in this corner, and I'll hit this framing member here, and I'll hit one going down here. I'm only going to get 4 out of the 5 holes in this thing, but I think that ought to be enough. Our bikes are generally pretty light. So imagine this on the outside, and that's kind of where it's going to go. So let's get a drill and put it in. So I actually had something happen to me on this project that pretty much never happens. I looked through my giant vat of screws and I actually had 2 bags of stainless steel sheet metal screws, number 8 by 3/4, which is exactly the size I need. And they're 2 bags of 5, and each of the brackets has 5 holes. It's weird, that never happens, but it did. Just gonna kind of put them in here lightly at first, get them all in, and then tighten them down. And there we go. Okay, now the one downside to mounting it here is that I'll pretty much have to raise the lid of the trailer in order to use the stand, because it won't quite, oh, it will. Cool, okay, never mind. So there it is. Let's put a bike in it. Always, if you can, if you go to a bike shop, you'll see them do this. Clamp the seat post of your bike if your bike's carbon, because if you crack the frame, you're kind of out of luck. But if you crack the seat post, you can replace that. So just pop it in. Ta-da! There we go. And cool. Might need to tighten that down a little, but I think it's a success. Now to mount the one on the inside. Okay, now we're going to follow pretty much the same procedure here on the inside that we did on the outside, except I'm not going to mount it here because then the thing would hang here and be in the way when I wanted to get in the trailer. So we're going to mount it all the way up at this end. So that's kind of where she's going to go, right up in there. So, but again, same procedure. So we'll mark the holes. And there. So now, when it's time to roll, all I have to do is take this from out here, bring it around, pop it in there, and it's safe for travel. Right on. Okay, and that's pretty much going to do it for this project. Now, I just picked this thing up for 35 bucks on Amazon. I'll put a link in the article on our website and in the description down below on YouTube. But so far, it's turned out to be a pretty good investment for just 35 bucks when you consider a regular bike stand can cost hundreds. Anyway, future projects for the Pimp My trailer thing. I kind of made this really quick when we first got the trailer. I have some ideas on how to rebuild that. And then I'm going to also tackle some projects with some of this kind of stuff. And we'll be tackling those in future weeks. So we'll see you later. Bye now.